So we're talking about converting measurements. On it. Okay. So go to this chart for a second. And I'm going to show you two different important things. Okay? If you're going from here, like let's say you're converting feet to inches. So you go from feet to inches. You're going to multiply. Okay? What's bigger, a foot or an inch? Jack? A foot, yeah. Like if you look at the tiles on the floor, those are about a foot big. And if you guys probably put like two of your fingers together like this, that's probably like an inch big. So Mr. Smouse taught me this. He taught me that if you go from something big to small, what are you going to do? What does this look like? What symbol? Multiply. Like an X. Yeah, like multiply. And then the opposite. What's opposite of multiplying?
Divide.
Divide. So if you go from something small to big, you're going to divide. Divide. Big to small, you're going to multiply. Small to big, you're going to divide. Okay? So another reminder is this. You're going from something bigger to something smaller. So whenever you're going from starting this part of your chart and you're going this way, you're going to multiply. If you're starting from something smaller and you're going something bigger to smaller, you're going to divide. So it's just whatever way you're starting and going. Okay? Please make sure this is on your chart because this is going to help you a ton. Touch your nose when this is written on your chart. Okay. Let's do some practice. So in our notebooks, we're going to start with doing some practice just to get used to this. 3 feet. If I have 3 feet, how many inches is that? And if you see me do IN or anything with a period, that means it's an abbreviation. So the first step is you're going to start from feet and go to inches. So find feet on your chart and move your finger from feet to inches. Are we going to multiply or divide? We're going from feet to inches. We're starting here, and we're going this way. Multiply. Okay? You're going from feet, which is bigger, to inches, which is smaller. You're going to multiply. And if you look here, you're starting here at feet and you're going to inches. So this is our start point, the dot, and you go this way, you're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply 3 times 12. And we got 36. It's the same thing as doing 1 foot is 12 inches. Another foot is 12 inches. How many feet were we trying to find? 3. So another foot is 12 inches. And we know that repeated addition is the same thing as multiplication. Okay. What if I was talking about I had 3 yards of ribbon and I wanted to know how many feet that would be. So I'm going to go to my chart and I'm going to look for something that I'm starting at yards and I'm going to feet. So yards to feet. So So I'm starting at something bigger because 1 yard is bigger than 1 foot. 1 yard is how many feet? 3. So I'm starting at something bigger and I'm going to something smaller. So I'm going to do what? Multiply. Look here too. You're starting at yards and you're going to feet. What does it say here, Noah? If you're starting here and you're going here, you're going to do what operation?
Multiply, but I'm still not.
Okay, we're doing practice. I want you to just listen. So we're going to do 3 times, how many feet are in 1 yard? 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. What if we had 10 pounds of potatoes because you were cooking Easter dinner last week and you wanted to figure out how many ounces this was, how many ounces that was? OZ is the abbreviation for ounces. So pounds we know is bigger and ounces we know is smaller. So we know that we're going to do what operation? Look here. We're going from pounds to ounces. Pounds to ounces. My finger is moving from here. My finger's starting here at pound, right guys? And it's moving to ounces. The little thing we wrote on our paper to help us remember the starting point and the moving point. So we start here at pound and we move to ounces, we multiply. So 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So we're going to multiply 10 times 16 and we got 160 ounces. Let's say that there is a baby elephant at the zoo and it weighs 3 tons. I want to know how many pounds is that elephant. This is the abbreviation for pounds. Okay. So start at what? Tons and we go to pounds. So ton to pounds. I'm moving my finger from left to right. So that tells me that we're going to do what? Multiply. 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. So I'm going to multiply 2,000 times how many tons do we have? 3. So how many pounds is that? 6,000 pounds. It's a lot of pounds.
A baby elephant weighs 300 pounds.
Oh. So I guess this is like a granddaddy elephant.
Yeah, my dad weighs as much as a baby elephant.
Let's see, you were getting ice cream. Let's see. Let's see your parents give you ice cream or give you money and you go to Publix and you get ice cream. You get 5 gallons of ice cream. It's a lot of ice cream. But how many quarts is that? So look on your chart. We're going from gallons to quarts. Gallons to quarts. Okay, but hold on. How do we get that? What are we dividing or multiplying? Multiplying. Because we're moving from here to here. And we know that when we go from something bigger to something smaller, we got to multiply. So we're going to multiply 4 times 5, and we got 20.
A quart is a lot.
Well, let's think about it. If you could only have one thing, right? Like you're super hungry, you love ice cream. Your parents say, hey, you can have 1 quart of ice cream
That's
for the
1/4 of a
week,
gallon.
or you can have 1 gallon of ice cream for the week. Which would you pick? Which is more?
1 gallon.
Gallon. Good. Noah, you said, what did you say, buddy?
Quart is 1/4 of a gallon.
Yeah, because how many quarts are in 1 gallon?
That's how the parent shirts do.
4, yeah.
Miss Canal.
Yes. Yeah, the little quarts are kind of like the little Ben and Jerry's things you got, but the gallons are sometimes when a teacher gets ice cream, it's in like that huge, gigantic tub. Okay, the big tub. Let's do some practice. We're gonna go like the opposite way. What if you had 6 pints of ice cream? How many quarts would that be? 6 pints is how many? Ooh, we're dividing. Okay, let's double check. We're going from pints to quarts. Pints to quarts. We're going from here, and we're going this way. Jordan says we're dividing. Do you agree?
Yep.
Yeah. So we are dividing 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2. How many quarts is that, Noah? 3.
And the reason we do 2 because every quart is 2 pints.
Yes. Perfect.
What measurement is this?
We're on this chart.
Gallons, pints, quarts.
So here's another example, guys. What if you were making a recipe for all of 4th grade, and it calls for 24 cups of sugar, and your mom asks, okay, you need 24 cups, but like, how much pints is that?
I bet the teachers would love to deal with us.
Yeah, right? How many pints is that? So what you're going to do is you're going to look on your chart, and you're going to look for something where it says cups to pints. Cups to pints, but be very careful because there's other things. Okay, you want to make sure you're looking at the right thing.
2 cups.
2 cups equals 1 point. So if we are moving from here to here, we are dividing. So we're going to divide 24 divided by 2. So how many pints would that be? 12. Awesome.
That's a lot.
I should know.
Okay, so for number 1, it says, how many quarts are in 3 gallons? So we're starting at what? What's our measurement?
3 gallons.
Gallons, and we're going to quarts. So go to your chart, and we're looking for gallons to quarts. Gallons to quarts. Are we going to multiply or divide?
Divide.
Gallons to quarts. Multiply. So we're going to multiply 4 times 3, which is 12. Okay. How many fluid ounces are in 4 cups? So on our chart, we're going to look for something where we're starting at cups and we're moving to ounces. Cups to ounces. So cups to ounces. So we're starting here at cups. So is our starting point this? No. Is our starting point this? Yes. And we're moving to ounces. So we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply 8 times 4. 4 times 8 gives us what? 32 ounces. Show me 3 when you're ready for number 3. Okay. How many milliliters are in 7 liters? So we're starting at what measurement? Liters, and we're going to milliliters. So we're starting at liters and we're going to milliliters. So we're multiplying by 1,000. So 7 times 1,000, what would that be, guys? 7,000. Okay. What is bigger, liters or milliliters? Liters. So show me where, like, you're starting at liters. It's a bigger measurement, right? Now, if you're going from liters, something bigger to smaller, you're going to multiply. If you're starting at milliliters, which is like little, right? And you're going to liters, you're going to divide. Okay? The biggest thing, guys, I want you to make sure you have this on your chart. This is the same thing you're going to be using for the FSA. So when you get your chart, you get a brand new one of these for FSA. The first thing I'm going to tell you guys to do is draw those arrows. So then you have it and you're ready to go. Are you expected to memorize all of this? No, that's why you get it. It's like your little cheat sheet, reference sheet, okay? Let's do a couple more. How many cups are in 2 quarts? So we're going from quarts to cups. I'm actually going to use this one over here. We're going from quarts to cups. We're going to multiply. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 4 and I get 8. Okay.
You have to turn a quart into a tenth and a tenth into a cup.
Yeah. Let's say your parent says you can get 6 quarts of ice cream and your sibling can get that equal amount in pints. How many pints would they get? Well, let's see. How many quarts? Well, it's going to be equal anyway, so it is fair. How many quarts? We're going from quarts to pints. So how many pints are in 6 quarts? Quarts to pints. We're starting at quarts and we're moving to pints. So we're going to multiply by 2. So we're going to do 6 times 2, which is 12. Okay. So do you guys get the same amount of ice cream? Yes, because 6 quarts is equal to 12 pints. But let's say they came in bowls, like glass bowls, and you had to do dishes. Who would have to do more dishes? If you had 6 and your sibling had 12, who would have to do more dishes? Your sibling. Okay?
I want my sibling to
Show me how you feel about this. 4, you got it, you could help a friend. 3, you're understanding. 2, you'll need more practice. 1, you are drawing polygons and triangles and you're not sure what's going on. Okay, cool.